Hi AD, welcome to my at-home pottery studio tour. Come on in. Hi, my name is Zoe. I'm an amateur potter. I just started ceramics last year. It is super gloomy outside, but I figured I wouldn't waste the time and I would give you guys a tour. This is my favorite painting that my husband has made. I leave it on the easel because it's so pretty and I like it in here. This stool, at our old apartment complex, people would just leave furniture out by the dumpsters. I'm not exactly gonna call it dumpster diving, but it was furniture that we collected from outside and cleaned. So I have two of these stools. One of them I have for my wheel, and then one I have for painting at the easel. This bookshelf I got on Facebook Marketplace for $20. I have tons of plants over here. This is the best lighting in all of our rooms in this apartment, so I just have every houseplant inside this room. On this top shelf, we have our queen marble. I just really need to water her, but we'll ignore that. I have one of my first pottery pieces. I keep newspaper and magazines in this basket for glazing. I've got some tools to roll out clay. Right here I have a little basket, and in it I have some glazing tools. I really wanted a vintage looking scale from Target. It was on clearance. I think I got it for like $15. I got this basket from a thrift store. I keep all of my sponges in here. I have some artificial ones that came with like my clay making kit. I found this in the road, but I was like, this is exactly the sponge that I use in my studio. I'm gonna get out of my car and pick it up. Maybe I'm crazy. And then I also have some natural sponges, but the more smooth edges of these are better. In this, I have washcloths. This clay pot I actually got from my second mission trip to Mexico. I used my last bisque firing pieces to hold all of my tools. Eventually I do want to glaze them and fire them so that they're completely sealed and all that, but I don't have any glaze yet. I just started, so I have my favorite mud tools, wire cutter, and then I also have the mud tools scraper, I guess. It's kind of like a cheese grater, but this is really nice. This one, I have all of my ribs. I've got a metal rib, I've got one. I don't really know what this is made out of. I'll link it below if you're interested. I have all of my paintbrush, like glazing tools, and then a couple trimming things that fit in here. I have my sharper tools that I'll need for throwing and trimming. I also got this vase from a thrift store, but I have all of my tools for making holes. On this shelf, I just have an IKEA lamp, got from a thrift store for $5. And then I have some plastic here so that when I do have some pieces that I want to keep, I'll put them on this shelf. But right now, I'm just reusing all of the clay. Here is a little bin, which I have plastic bags in. I think it's actually a canister to put like pet food in or something. I have my scraps from throwing that I need to reclaim and wedge. I have a tabletop wheel for hand building. I also have a Griffin grip, which my husband got this from a seller on Facebook Marketplace. This bucket right now it's just full of plaster, and eventually I'll make it into a mold. I've never done that before, and that'll be really interesting. This is a poster that my husband got me, a piece of art that my aunt gave us as a wedding gift. Our first trip together was to Puerto Rico, and we went on a sailboat. We do want to have a sailboat and sail around the world, or at least the Mediterranean, so we'll see. A piece of art that my sister Nicole made. I have two more pieces of art by her. A paint by numbers that I did is one that my husband is working on. This lamp, Eddie, like Thomas Edison, was one of our wedding registry items. Shout out to Hannah and Mark, thank you. Down here I have some more pieces that I made in my first pottery class. And here I have a bucket with all of my clay. temporarily until I find a better way to store it. Can I sit on this? Oh my God, I can. Over here, I have a ladder that I got from TJ Maxx, most definitely. I have my apron that I used in my Boca studio. And then I have an Animal Crossing apron that my sisters got me in Japan. And then I have another Love Block apron, which this is actually of a wine brand from New Zealand. I have a makeshift table made from 2 of these nightstands, and we found dumpster diving. What's really funny is my husband and I actually had them at one point on our Amazon registry for our wedding, and then we found them for free. And this is just a plank of wood from Home Depot, and I just have it on top for wedging and putting pieces on when I'm done. The guy my husband bought my pottery wheel from on Facebook Marketplace made a whole bunch of bats for my wheel, and they are all covered in mold, so I definitely need to do a deep cleaning. These are some bowls that are like kind of non-slip, perfect for like sponges and stuff while I'm throwing. This is my pottery wheel. My husband got this for me for Christmas. He got it used off of Facebook Marketplace for $500. It is a Brent wheel. I'm not sure how old it is, but they kept it outside, so it's definitely more beat up than it would have been otherwise. My husband sprayed Flex Seal on all 3 of the legs because they were just so rusted over. The first time I used it, I couldn't get it to go the right direction for me, but I figured it out and it works just fine. Now I have no excuse. Yeah, girls gotta get busy. I have a little mirror here that I just got from a thrift store. This rug I got for like $20 on OfferUp. I had a tarp in here originally on the floor, but my cat likes to pee on any fabric that's on the ground, so we took the tarp out. I have it folded. He can't pee on it now. We will do some pottery on the rug and we'll see if that works better. I just didn't want to have the wheel straight on the floor because we have neighbors below us and the wheel's really loud and shakes the floor. I have the rug in here to kind of muffle the sound. So that's the end of my pottery studio tour. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing how I have everything set up and organized. I'm gonna get going to making pottery here at home in my new studio. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!